Hello guys. Hopefully this morning went well with map testing. For this afternoon, we are going to continue working with similar and congruent shapes. So just a reminder for you guys, you do have your notes from last Friday that you can use to reference during this assignment. But we're going to start with this opening activity today. So if you could open up the Notes app in your iPad, or if you're doing Spiral, go ahead and open up your Spiral, and you're going to title this Similar and Congruent Shapes, and then answer the following question. Are the shapes below similar or congruent? If they're congruent, you're going to list the congruent sides of the congruent shapes. If they're similar, you're going to find the scale factor of the smaller shape to the larger shape. So I would like for you to pause this video, attempt these two problems, and then come back to check it. All right, let's go ahead and see how you guys did. Okay, so if we look at our first set of shapes here, we do see that they are congruent. They are the same size and the same shape. So they are congruent. So we're listing the congruent sides. So I'm going to start off I'm going to highlight AC. And I notice that on AC, when I write AC and I draw my line above it, that is congruent. I'm looking for the other angle that is also 50 degrees to the angle that is 60 degrees in my other shape. So I notice D is 50 degrees and F is 60 degrees. So angle or side AC is congruent to side DF. Then I'm also looking for our other set of congruent sides. So I'm going to do AB. Again, side AB is congruent to side, and I'm looking over here, again, we started with our 50-degree angle, so I'm starting with D, and it goes down to our unmarked angle, E, so DE, our congruent sides. And then our last set of congruent sides, again, we have BC, and remember, order does matter on these. So BC is congruent, and again, since I'm starting with my unmarked angle and going to my 60-degree angle, it's EF. So those are our congruent sides. So if you got that, give yourself a star. Great job. Okay, let's look at our second set of shapes. Those shapes, if you notice, they're the exact same shape. They're both triangles, but they're not the same size. So we say that these are similar. Okay, so we need to find what is the ratio of the smaller shape to the larger shape. And we also use the word scale factor in here. Remember when we talk about scale factor, that's the same thing as the ratio. Okay, so let's first just go through. I'm going to highlight what are my corresponding sides. So I know that on my smaller shape, if I have PR, that comes down to that 90-degree angle there. That corresponds to side SU. So we have 8 corresponds to 12, okay? And we can simplify that. I see 8 and 12 are both divisible by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So that is the ratio of that side of my smaller shape to my larger shape. Let's check the other ones to make sure that they are in fact similar. Remember, all of them have to have the same ratio in order for that shape to be similar. So if we look at our small side here, we have 6 to 9. So let's go ahead. We have 6 over 9. Again, 6 and 9 are both divisible by 3. So that simplifies to 2/3. So far we're on the same track. They are in fact similar, but remember we have to check all of the sides before we can say for sure. So let's check this last set of sides. So we have 10, and that corresponds to 15 on the larger shape. Both of those are divisible by 5. So we know that simplifies to 2/3. So the ratio is the exact same when we look at our similar sides. They all have the same ratio. So now we can in fact say that these shapes are similar and that the ratio is 2 to 3 when we're comparing the smaller triangle to the larger triangle. Okay? All right, so you guys have your practice problems to do now. Don't forget, you can go back and look at the videos from last Friday if you have any questions. And that assignment is set up to where you can do it again and again and again until you get 100%. And I look forward to seeing how you guys do, and I will see you tomorrow.